Good morning or good afternoon, Year 7. It's Mr. White. What we're going to do in these series of videos, we're actually going to make this game up here. It's called Space Invaders. It was amazingly popular back in the 1980s and early 1990s. And it's actually a really nice little scratch game to make, to actually have a practice at using some of the blocks. And we're actually going to learn to do some different code blocks during these videos. So, as you can see, I control the sprite at the bottom. And the aim of the game is to actually shoot as many of the invaders as possible. Okay, and you gain points when you shoot them. The way you win the game, I've set here, is that you get to 20 points. So you get 20 points. And the way you lose the game is if the invaders actually get all the way down to the bottom, and they actually, you touch one of the invaders and it actually kills them. So you should see now this invader's going to catch me, and it changes to game over. So that's the game we're going to make, and you can see obviously I've got quite a lot of sprites here, but we'll go through it step by step to get this made. Okay, so open up a new scratch window, and I made it full screen. I'm going to right click to delete my cat sprite. Okay, we now need to, the first thing we're going to do is actually insert our stage. So we're going to click on stage, we're then going to click onto backgrounds, and we're going to edit the existing stage. So we're going to click edit. Okay, the easiest way to actually get a space background is to use the paint bucket tool, the fill tool, and make sure you've got the black colour selected, and then just click on the background on the stage, and you can see it all goes black. In space there are stars, so let's very quickly add some stars. So we're just going to use the paintbrush tool here, and I'm going to select one of the sort of the smaller paintbrush tools, and I'm going to select a white colour, just this one here. I'm then going to just dot some stars randomly around my page. Please make sure along the bottom here, so sort of along the bottom area, you don't put any stars at all, and you'll see why later on. Okay, so just leave the bottom half or the bottom quarter totally blank. Right, there's some white stars. Let's put a couple of yellow stars in there, just a couple. Once you're happy you've got enough stars inserted, just go ahead and press OK. And you're going to name, you see here it says background 1, we're going to quickly change that to space. So we've actually named our stage. Okay, right, so we've got our stage, so let's now get inserted our first sprite. So you're going to go to choose new sprite, and what you should be able to do is actually use some of the sprites I've put onto your desktop for you. So you're going to choose new sprite, and you should be able to then click onto desktop, and you're going to click Space Invaders. So you see here I've put some sprites in here for you. We're just going to select for now the ship sprite. So you can click on the ship and press OK. This should then insert this little green ship. So this is the ship that we control, so this is us, and this is what we're going to use to kind of move from side to side and shoot. So the first thing we need to do is actually get this ship to move from side to side. To do that, we're going to start off with when the green flag is pressed, and we're then going to do a forever if. So forever if, and inside the sensing, we've used this before, it says when key space, so if the space button is pressed, do something. We're going to change that to the right arrow. Okay, so when the right arrow key is pressed, we want it to do what? We want it to move to the right. So in motion, we've got change X by 10. So that should then move to the right. We can just double check that. So move to the right. At the moment, press the left arrow, it won't work. So we can right click and duplicate, not delete like I've done by mistake. So edit, edit, and delete. Right click and duplicate. And we can change that to the left arrow key, and we can change it to, you should be able to work this out, to -10. It's important to point out that you should position your ship where you want it to be. So I've put mine quite close to the bottom here. Okay, so now let's press the green flag, and I should be able to get my sprite to move left and right. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to get the bullet to come out of our sprite, shoot up the page, and how to insert our first invader. Okay, see you in a second.